Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5-Pin channel and welcome back to another 5-Pin video. Today I'm going to show you a hack on custom bowling shoes and a cost-effective way to create your own custom bowling shoes. And this topic gets brought up quite a bit. I've had a lot of people reach out to me over the last few years just kind of asking how I do it. There's a lot of different ways to make your custom bowling shoes. A lot of people will take them to like a shoesmith or whatever and get some work done. But I have an effective and definitely cheaper way of creating this alternative for you. And if you're anything like me, so I would say like maybe like 10 or 15 years ago, I made the switch from Dexter, Storm, all that, to a custom shoe. And the reason for me was I just found bowling shoes to be so uncomfortable. And if you're bowling in tournaments that are, 25, 30 games long, like a lot of the big end, the high end events are these days, bowling with a shoe that is uncomfortable sucks. And also leads into, some potential problems down the road, like your knees bothering you or your back, which I've experienced both of those. And the knee problem is actually the reason why I originally switched to a custom shoe years ago. I just wanted a lighter, more comfortable shoe to wear. And I also learned that while doing this, I didn't have to break the bank to make that happen. And the cost of bowling shoes these days, especially if you're dealing with like the high end Dexters, they are up there in price. And the one thing that deters a lot of people for purchasing brand new bowling shoes is like if you're going to use them, if you're bowling once a week, you're probably using them for a couple hours a week. Are you really going to spend like $300 plus dollars for a pair of shoes? I mean, I guess if you have to, you will, but there are other ways to get things done. And I will show you this. So I'm going to take like your standard shoe. This is my most recent custom that I've been rolling with. A little bit pricier in terms of shoes. Like, I don't want to say like it's still cheap. Like, I think I paid like 90 or $100 for these pair. But I did used to have a pair of like loafers that I made into custom bowling shoes, and I bought two pairs in Detroit the one year. I paid $10 American per pair. Well, I think it was like $19 American for the two pair, and they work great. The one pair that I switched to bowling shoes that I ended up wearing, the other pair I didn't find to be all as comfortable as I thought they were going to be, but the pair that I did wear, they were fantastic. I could slide them on or slide them off anytime like I needed to fix a lane when we owned our bowling center or go behind the bar and then just step right into them. They were super light. And the only problem that I ever ran into is my drag foot, I actually wore a hole in the toe of it. And in terms of like the slider and the durability of the slider, it was very effective. And it is a lot simpler than you think it can be, So just to kind of give you a rundown of how I do it, take my shoe. I like to get a shoe that's pretty flat bottom. It just makes it easier. You get a lot of the shoes. I mean, even this shoe, they'll have like a protective coating like in the rubber so that obviously like nothing really sticks to it. That's how they kind of keep them clean. So if you're doing like a slider of some sort, a lot of shoes, they really put up a good fight for having anything stick to them. And just think of, you're constantly sliding all the time. You really want something that isn't going to move from where you put it. So flat bottom sole, I like a skater shoe or a court shoe or whatever you want to call them. Those are my preferred. I find them to be very light and also pretty comfortable to wear. And all I do is I go to Walmart, and Walmart has a roll of Velcro. It's like 2-inch thick, and you can get them like a 10-foot, I think it's a 10-foot package. I'll show you right here what it looks like in the store. So I'll buy a roll of that. It's like $30 or whatever. It's 10 feet. You're obviously not going to need 10 feet. But, you know, if you know a couple other people that really want custom shoes, I'm sure you can go splits, or if you're looking into the future and know that, hey, I might need this again in 3-4 years time, I'll put it away, and then next time I want to make another pair of bowling shoes, I can. The beautiful part about this is when you get everything all kind of situated where you want it, you essentially, no matter what, like if you change your shoe to a different shoe, the slider and the heel will never have to be really broken in again, because you can just pop them off and put them on a new shoe. So the Velcro, like I said, comes in a roll 10 feet, and it's got adhesive on the back. So what I do is I cut 2 strips because of the width of my foot. Peel the protective cover off of the adhesive part, and I lay it on my shoe. I press it on my shoe, on the sole of my shoe, and then I peel it back off. And what that does is it leaves an imprint of your shoe on the Velcro. Then I take a handy pair of scissors, doesn't have to be anything special, and I cut the shape of the imprint. And then I put the Velcro back in place on the shoe. I do it for 2 sides, and this is what you end up with, something like this. Works great. The one key thing I would say, and I learned this the hard way, when you're doing this, you want to go like front to back. You don't want to do like strips going sideways or anything like that. And you want to do the whole shoe. If you don't do the whole shoe, like I said before, like if you're sliding and the pressure and the force of the slide will actually eventually pull the Velcro off the back of the shoe on the heel. So do the whole thing, and away you go. After you get the Velcro put on, you're going to take your, like, say, Dexter slider or whatever, and it's got the other side of the Velcro on that already. And all I do is just I lay it into place on my shoe, like so. And then I've already done it here, but the same thing. I just basically take like a marker or something, and I trace around the slider and then the heel, the shape of the shoe. I peel it back off, and then I cut it to size and then pop it on. And it's just that simple. The heel is a little thicker. You might want to have a pretty decent pair of scissors. You don't have to get crazy and get some wild industrial pair. It actually cuts pretty good considering. But you know, you want to make it look nice. You clean up your cuts a little bit. And just to kind of give you an idea of like the strength of this Velcro on the shoe, just so you know for durability. So the slider's pretty easy because it's nice and thick, but like I really have to work at peeling that up. And like I said, if you're like me and have a drag foot, this isn't too bad. This is a year in, and there's a little bit of a wear here. But if I ended up wearing off the toe of my shoe, or I just say maybe I wanted a new style of shoe, I just do the process over again. I put the slider and the heel on the new strip of Velcro that I would cut to my size, and it's like I never really changed my shoe because the slider and the heel are already broken in. So you just can, you know what I mean? Like if you're one of those people that really like to coordinate, there's nothing stopping you from having, you know, like 3 or 4 different pairs of shoes that matches your outfit. You know what I mean? Like it could be a game changer for some people. And, you know, you just peel this stuff off, stick it on the other shoe. You know, you can have green shoes one day and you can have blue shoes the next day. Simple as that. Anyway, I hope that this was informative for you. If anyone who is considering doing a custom shoe, just like take a look at this method, and you don't have to call up some, you know, someone who's going to professionally like shave down the bottom of your shoe so that it sticks. The one thing I will say is, for me, I don't do it, but I would definitely recommend do the same for the other shoe. Put Velcro on the other shoe, and then put like the slider and the heel. Definitely put a heel on it. I think you know, talking to a few people and just kind of going through it, where I have only it on the one side, my shoes are kind of uneven. And what that does is it kind of has me tilt it all the time, and creates, you know, knee, back problems, stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend you do that, but you don't have to. If you're one of those people that don't need a slider on your non-sliding foot, then just go with it. And you'll find that it's just such an effective yet inexpensive way. Like I said, like if you're looking to do custom shoes, that's cost of the shoe plus $30 for, you know, more Velcro than you need, and then the slider and the heel that you probably already have. You know, are you like 30 bucks? Like if you really want to break it down, it's like less than $10 to do this. So keep that in mind if you're considering it. I hope that you found this video to be informative, and I hope that you know, if you're considering doing this shoe, that you at least, you know, consider doing this method. I think it'll save you a few bucks and a lot of hassle. And yeah, and I really hope that you like this video. And I guess until then, good luck and good bowling, and we'll see you next time.